You are listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report, episode 185.2.3. Chad Ballenger reacts to Hamilton Heights sectional draw.
You're listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report with your host, Greg Mengelt.
Welcome, basketball fans. The IHSA boys basketball sectional draw was revealed Sunday, and we have reactions from several local head coaches, including Hamilton Heights head coach Chad Ballenger, whose Huskies look like a serious contender to win its first sectional championship in the last 10 years. His thoughts on Sunday's draw is coming up momentarily. Hamilton Heights opens its postseason in the second quarterfinal on Tuesday, March 4th at Newcastle against 9 and 13 Connorsville. With a win, they would face the host Trojans. Heights won 74-66 at Newcastle in December. If Heights can get past Connorsville and Newcastle and into the sectional championship game, they would likely face Delta. The Eagles have won back-to-back sectional and regional championships and has won 8 sectional titles in the last 15 years. Hamilton Heights is 9-3 since December 27th and finished their regular season on Tuesday against 4-17 Rushville at home.
You're listening to the Central Indiana Sports Report with your host, Greg Mengelt.
Well, Coach, it's obviously not an easy draw at Newcastle. I don't think there was going to be an easy draw no matter what it was. 6 pretty even teams, it looks like. But you got to like your chances going into this sectional.
Yeah, I feel good. Our kids are playing really well the last few weeks. We've kind of got it figured out. It's an exciting time for us. I learned a long time ago to control the controllables. So the draw, we can't draw it up and pick what we want. So you get the cards that are dealt with you and you roll with it. So we're pleased with it. Get to play on Tuesday, play Connorsville, opponent we've never played before. Coach McCall has got an unbelievable history. They'll be ready. And then if you get by that, you got to play Newcastle on their home court, which is just scary. It's sectional time. Newcastle on their home court's a different animal. So I'm sure they're sitting back feeling pretty good. And Delta and Yorktown and Jay on the other side, I think Jay's playing well. And Delta drawing the bye was a good draw for them. But toss it up and play. Our kids are super excited. We had them over and kind of hooped and hollered when they saw the draw. It's just a special time for Indiana basketball.
Preferred playing that first game, or would you like the opportunity to get a bye?
I've had mixed emotions over the years for us. We finished the season on Tuesday, so if we would have drawn the bye, we'd have about 10 days off. So I just like to throw it up and play and get that game out of the way. Get to play second game on Tuesday, so you get to sit and watch the first game and kind of get the jitters out and be ready. But you could definitely have an advantage with the bye. I'm not playing that extra game, but maybe for us right now, I probably am kind of glad that we're going to play on that first day.
Well, yeah, because by ending the season on Tuesday and not playing for a week, you still have the opportunity to give your kids a day off to have a little rest after that Tuesday night game for their legs and just even a light practice or two and still then work hard and prep
Yeah.
for the sectional.
Yeah, 100%. We'll give them Wednesday off and come back and go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, and be prepared. We've already got coaches on film, and at this time of year, it's not so much court work. It's just skill work and walking through plays and walking through how you're going to defend. It's not so much getting up and down because you want to have fresh legs. And we've been tapering back the last few weeks. So I just really like where we're at. Our kids are pretty focused. Defensively, we played really well the last few weeks, minus Lebanon. That was kind of a hiccup, which Lebanon's really good. We just didn't play very well the first half, got down 18 and came back and cut it to 2 and with a minute something left. So we competed, but other than that, man, we've been on a roll in the second half of the season.
Yeah, and for you guys, I mean, and it's come in a lot of balance, a lot of different ways. I know you have Saunders, who's just to me is just an incredibly tough matchup because he can go inside and be play the post very efficiently, and then he just steps outside and just with ease knocks down threes.
Oh, he's played so well. But you're right. There's halves. He stepped back. Reese Knapp's played really well. Reese had 25 against Jay County, had 14 or 15 our last outing. Against gosh, I kind of lost my train of thought. But
Twin
he's played
Lakes.
Twin Lakes. I mean, it was a great game for us, pretty well balanced. But yeah, you're right. Gavin's a mismatch for a lot of people. Like against Lebanon, I think he had three the first half, and then just comes out the second half and hits three straight threes. And gets after it for us. So, and Tyler Champion's played well. He's shot the ball well the last few games, and so we've just had different people, and that's what this time of year they're going to try to take something away from you. You got to be able to counter. So, and I think we definitely have that balance.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I mean, I think for you, maybe, and Knapp has played well. Maybe the key though is for him not to be in foul trouble because I thought his foul trouble hurt you a little bit and allowed Tipton kind of back into that game when you
Oh,
played them.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Sometimes he gets stuck guarding the big because we're not very big. I mean, Drew Duncan, losing him with a knee injury just really hurt us from a size perspective. So a lot of times Reese and even sometimes Gavin end up guarding a big. And we try to go zone some, but we're still small. So, but yeah, we've got to keep guys on the court. Reese and Gavin can't get in foul trouble. Reese has done such a good job this year from the start of the year. He was shooting like 18% from three. Just wasn't shooting very well the first three or so games, but he's up to 42% now. Just shooting it really well on the year, and I'm really pleased with him.
Yeah, get our sorry, Chad. This looks like for me when I was watching and watching you and the team. This looks like been a really fun group of guys to coach.
Oh man, it's been one of the best. You talk about refreshing. All they want to do is be coached. We haven't had any drama. They've done what we've asked. They've got after it every day. They all show up. They've left everything. There's just nobody's selfish. Oh man, it's been a throwback year, one of the best. And they came to me last year uh, after our season ended. A bunch of the underclassmen came to me and they're like, "Coach, we're going to change this. We're going to be okay for next year, and we're going to make an effort that we're going to have a good team chemistry and change the culture." And they've done it. Our motto this year was revival. They kept saying, "Coach, we want to bring back, where we were the last few years." When we were winning games, and we just went on a 3-year stretch where we had some talent, but our team chemistry wasn't great, and we won 10, 8, and 10, and we lost a lot of close games, and our kids have just seen that and like, hey, we're going to change it, and they've changed it. We've won close games this year. We've competed, and we had a couple of games slip that we felt like we should have won, but for the most part, we've done a really good job this season.
And especially because the adversity I'm gonna guess the adversity that maybe you faced in the first half has helped to be successful the second half and heading into the tournament.
Oh, absolutely. Losing Mr. Mason's been huge. Size on our JV team, and our kids dealt with all that, and kind of surrounded ourselves. We've had a lot of talks and had a lot of open conversations, and our kids have just done a good job. They've been resilient, and sometimes kids are a lot more resilient than adults. They know how to handle things and get after it, and taught us some lessons. But we just got a really good group. We had some kids start a church group kind of with our basketball team, and they've had some Bible sessions, and that's never been done before. And a couple of them came to me and said, "Hey, I want to do it." And I said, "All for it, man. See what you can get." And it started with two or three, and then it kind of snowballed to 8 or 9. So just things like that from a culture perspective, and as an educator and a coach, it's been refreshing to just have that group that just run through a brick wall and do whatever you ask. It's been a lot of fun.
Coach, about a decade ago, you were winning championships 2 out of 3 years, and another team that, of course, was an exceptional team. Now it's been almost a decade since you won one. Is this the year?
Man, I hope so. We came so close. I've said it. I kind of got spoiled. We won three in a row at Knightstown, and we got the Heights and got in the finals right away. And we've lost the last few. We've just tipped and beat us in overtime. We had a chance to win that. With the Etchison years, we lost back-to-back years in the final, once by one and one by two. And one of those we controlled pretty much the whole. And they're just hard to win, man.
They are hard to
You get
win.
spoiled a little bit when you have success, and then you think, man, this is going to be easy. We're going to do it. And then the next three or four finals, we've all been one possession games. We got beat. So, and then we were talking about that as a staff, that our kids that we got right now haven't been a part of it. We won a bunch of championships there for a while, 5 conference championships in a row in the old mid Indiana, and then won the first year at Hoosier and won some sectionals, and you kind of get spoiled. But we got a lot of pictures in our locker room of those teams, and we're like, who's next? We've got guys in there that haven't won one. So you got to get that taste. And I hope this is a group, we're just going to do the work. And we talk a lot all year about getting ready for March, and they've done it. It's just a matter of maybe staying more relaxed. And I've just figured out, you got to have some luck. You got to catch some breaks, and maybe that'll happen to us this year. But I like our draw. It's a good draw, and the way their kids are playing, we're going to have an opportunity.
And I'm predicting it now, Michelle. The Hamilton Heights Huskies are going to win this sectional. So thank you. So I'm sure you love that, don't you, Coach?
That's all right, man. I'll take it. I like the publicity.
Not that I don't like Delta 2 and their chances, because I really do. Newcastle's been playing really well. They're playing at home. But I really like the Huskies and the way they've been playing. So thank you
Thank
so
you. I
much for.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, you are playing very well, and like I said, this is just seems to be such a fun group, and I can tell you, I think more than anything, Chad, I can tell that you're having fun this year.
Oh man, it is. It's refreshing. I've said that. Like anybody that wants to listen, I keep telling the parents too. It's a credit to them. It's I needed it. I mean, I really needed it after just nothing that was horrible. It's just these kids changed the culture, and the practices have been so competitive and fun, and it's just a joy to go in every day. We don't have to worry about anything of extra drama. We're just coaching and having a blast. It's been a great year.
Thank you so much again, Coach Ballenger, for your time, and good luck this week and going into the tournament.
I appreciate it as always. Thanks for having me on.
And thanks again to Coach Ballenger for joining the Central Indiana Sports Report. And as always, to Michelle Garman for helping me out with the interviews. And thank you for listening. Please go like, subscribe, or follow us. Go check out our YouTube page. It's just search Central Indiana Sports Report. We are easy to find. And if you wouldn't mind, tell a friend about the Central Indiana Sports Report. Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media. And I love Susie.